Hey guys, today we're looking at a guide to Xurkitree in the VGC18 meta. First of all, Xurkitree is an ultra beast that saw um, some use in VGC17, of course not as much as the other ultra beasts like Kartana and Celesteela, and also in VGC18 you see it around but it's not extremely popular, but that doesn't really take away Xurkitree's strength, because we can see it has a massive base stat of 173 in special attack, so it's a massive offensive threat to any Pokemon really. Like when you have 173 base stat in special attack, and that's boosted by a modifier or EVs, that's massive. You're going to be doing big damage. So why I think it's good in VGC 18 is because people are kind of forgetting about it. So when you do bring a Xurkitree, they don't exactly know how to deal with it. So that's why I think Xurkitree works well in VGC 18. So anyway, let's get to it. This first set is a Choice Scarf set that runs Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, and Energy Ball. And with the EV, you put 252 in special attack, 4 in special defense, and 252 in speed, plus with a timid nature. And I'll show you why you should run timid over like modest or something. And the reason you put 4 in special defense is if you come against like a Porygon 2, then it just helps the chance of getting the attack download boost, because a lot of Porygon 2s optimize for running like Thunderbolt or Ice Beam, so you don't really want to be giving it that special attack boost. Anyway, let's take a look at the calculations for this set. Right, if we say look at Landorus first of all, let's look at this set. We can see that Hidden Power Ice will do 81.3% chance for a one-hit KO to Landorus. So that is quite good damage for a Hidden Power Ice. But if Landorus does have 252 EVs in speed, plus like with a Jolly Nature, it will outspeed. But if we say you look at Landorus Scarf, we see that HP Ice does take it out because it hasn't got those defensive EVs. And also, a lot of Landorus variants choose to go Adamant Choice Scarf, just because I think the Choice Scarf alone is fast enough. So the reason you run Timid is if a Landorus variant is running Adamant with a Choice Scarf, you will outspeed, so you can get your HP Ice off first, which will take it out before it gets the chance to E-Quake. So that's mainly why. Right, now let's take a look at Tapu Fini, again with this popular Calm mindset. We can see Thunderbolt has a 6.3% chance to one-hit KO, so you won't really be expecting it to do that. But with, say, like, if you use Volt Switch, that's some big damage there. Then you bring into a Pokemon that can soak up, like, say, Muddy Water damage or Moonblast damage or whatever else it's using, and then it just goes up to finish for the kill. So that's a reason there. Of course, if it is a, say, Specs Finny, Thunderbolt does have a slightly higher percent chance, but once again, you're not expecting it to. And if it's not running the HP EVs, then it's a definite one-hit KO. Like, say it's put it in speed or something, and if it's running Choice Scarf, for example, then the Hydro Pump takes it out when it's Specs, but if it's a Scarf Finny, then you see, if it's Scarf, then nothing takes you out, and you do get the one-hit KO, so that's also good. And if we say take a look at Zapdos, we can see that Thunderbolt is a 2-hit KO, whereas this Zapdos set, which is quite a popular one, is not able to deliver a 2-hit KO, so it's good for dealing with Zapdos as well. Alright, so let's take a look at another set now. This is the Electrium Z Xurkitree, with the moves Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, Hidden Power Ice, and Protect. I should have mentioned the reason you run Energy Ball is because of rain teams. It's a good way of dealing with like Mega Swampert, like Politoed. Well, no, not you'd run Thunderbolt and Politoed, sorry, yeah. But the Energy Balls for Mega Swampert. So also, like, say like your Thunderbolt is disabled or something, then you do have Energy Ball in the back to take care of water type. So, but mainly it is for that Mega Swampert against the rain teams. Yeah. So the EVs are 252 in special attack, 4 in special defense, 252 in speed. This time it's a modest nature because you want to be getting off as much damage as you can with a Gigavolt Havoc, because a modest Xurkitree using Gigavolt Havoc is massive damage. So it's a giant nuke really. If we take a look at the EVs, let's say take a look at Snorlax. This is of course a Curse/Sex, so it's a quite bulky. So you can see that it does 67 to 79.7%, sorry. But when you're under electric terrain, the Gigawatt Havoc is a one-hit KO. So it's a good idea to be using the Gigawatt Havoc under the electric terrain, as it does even more damage. But you can see how much it's doing to that Snorlax. Let's say also look at Mega Salamence. We can see the Gigawatt Havoc doing that much damage, and say put an electric terrain, that's going to be doing a lot of damage really. So yeah, it's a very strong attack, and like even without the Z move, like the Thunderbolt's a 2-hit KO, whereas Salamence can't really be doing anything back to you. So it is a really strong nuke. And let's also say take a look at Heatran. The Thunderbolt once again is a 2-hit KO, and also the Earth Power does have a high chance of 1-hit KO. Even out of electric terrain with the Gigawatt Havoc, it is a 1-hit KO. So it is good to go for that before he can get an Earth Power off. So you can see just how strong that is of a nuke. Alright, now let's look at another set. This is the Psychium Z Xurkitree set that runs Hypnosis, Tail Glow, Thunderbolt, and Energy Ball. You can swap out Energy Ball for Hidden Power Ice if you want to be cautious of a landorus variant, or you can run Energy Ball if you're cautious of the Mega Swampert, of course. It's just that these two moves synchronize well together, because you can get your Hypnosis off, and then you start setting up your Tail Glows, so you'll be doing massive damage. Like if you get your Hypnosis off against a landorus variant, and then you start setting up your Tail Glow, you can still use your Energy Ball for massive damage. And likewise, if you get your Tail Glow up against a Mega Swampert, you can be using Hidden Power Ice to be doing massive damage as well. So it's all just what you're mainly cautious of. Okay, for the EVs, we have 40 in HP, 92 in Special Attack, 124 in Special Defense, and 252 in Speed with a timid nature. You don't go max Special Attack because the point of this set is to set up your Tail Glow, so you can get that Special Attack boost. And the way this set works is you go for the Z Hypnosis, which potentially puts the opponent to sleep and also gives you an accuracy boost, so you can start firing more Hypnosises off, and that means the more Pokemon you put to sleep, you can get more Tail Glows off. So it's just all about building up its Special Attack to the point where it just one-hit KOs everything really. So if we take a look at the calculations for this, let's look at, say, Ludicolo. We can see that like Thunderbolt is already a 2-hit KO, and likewise their moves is a 2-hit KO, and even Rain is a 2-hit KO. So that's why you use these defensive EVs, so you can survive that. So just say you can't get off your Tail Glow or your Hypnosis, you still, outside of Rain, you still have a good chance to knock out before it knocks you out. So that's really the point of it. But we can see, like, if you do manage to set up your Tail Glow, just at +3, one Thunderbolt takes it out. So if you get your +3 before the Ludicolo comes in, for example, you can just go for a straight Thunderbolt if it doesn't go for the Fake Out and just take it out, because with Rain it won't be able to take you out with a Hydro Pump, so you can survive on a minimum of 1% of health. So then you just return the Thunderbolt when you're at +3 and just take it out. So that's good. Now let's take a look at let's take a look at Mega Charizard Y. So we can see, like, the 92 Special Attack EVs are put in to make sure Xurkitree can still get the one-hit KO with the Thunderbolt. So you can see that only like Overheat or like a Flamethrower will take we'll take it out. Let's just see. Yeah, flamethrower is a definite one-hit KO, but the heat wave isn't. So if he goes for the heat wave, then you can return with a thunderbolt and then take it out. However, if you do manage to get the hypnosis off and then start setting up, you can just see it doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you get to +6, then everything's just going to be dying really. And let's take a look at, say, like bulkier Pokemon. Let's go like look at a defensive Cresselia. We can see at the moment Thunderbolt's a 46.9% chance of 3-hit KO. But if you manage to start setting up your Tail Glow and you get to +3, it becomes a 2-hit KO. And if it gets to +6, it's just a straight up 1-hit KO. So you can just see like how big of damage that is really. So yeah. And let's also just show off Assault Vest Landorus-t, which is of course quite popular. Right, say you're running Energy Ball over Hidden Power Ice, and you manage to get your Hypnosis off and start setting up your Tail Glow. At +6, you have a 68.8% chance to 1-hit KO. So you do have a good chance, but it's not. You can take out your defenses and like put 252 EV to go for that definite KO. But let's just say you are running Hidden Power Ice instead of the Energy Ball. We can see like against Assault Vest Landorus-t without any special defense EVs and just the EVs and HP Ice is 2-hit KO. So if you've got your +3 up before the Landorus-t comes in with the Assault Vest, then you can knock it out. That is given that you do outspeed, say like you're under the effect of Tailwind or Trick Room or something. So because the Earthquake still does take out the Xurkitree, even with 0 like EVs in attack, it does take it out. And even with a Jolly Nature as well, it still has a 62.5% chance to 1-hit KO. So you just got to make sure you are either going to be outspeeding or you have some kind of support to prevent you from being knocked out. Alright, now let's take a look at, I'll close that down. Now let's take a look at some teammates for Xurkitree. We have Tapu Bulu, and the reason for this is to reduce earthquake damage by setting up the grassy terrain. And what that means is Xurkitree can survive a earthquake when grassy terrain is up. So that's, say like we just saw with that Assault Vest, if it will be outspeeding you, if Landorus will be outspeeding your Xurkitree, then it won't be able to take out with a single earthquake, and you can return with like a Hidden Power Ice. So that's also a reason. And also Tapu Bulu offers strong physical offense. So with that strong special offense from Xurkitree, it's a good balance. So that's another reason for Bulu. And another teammate is Tapu Koko, and that's to set up the electric terrain. So it'll be increasing your electrical damage input. So like as we saw, like Thunderbolt and that didn't always get the 1-hit KO. So when you're under the influence of electric terrain, your Thunderbolts will be doing a lot more damage. And like you can just see like the Gigavolt Havocs under electric terrain were getting the 1-hit KOs that wouldn't be otherwise. So that's also good. So let's also look at the another teammate, Pelipper. Now Pelipper is used to set up rain, and what this means is Xurkitree can have 100% accurate thunders. That means you can run a Gigavolt Havoc Xurkitree using Thunder. So if you're running just Thunder instead of Thunderbolt, that means under rain you'll always be able to fire your Thunders. And if you say you want to go use the Gigavolt Havoc, you get to use Gigavolt Havoc under Thunder's power, so it's even stronger. So that's also a reason. And also Pelipper helps to set up Tailwind, of course, to then outspeed like Landorus-t, which would get the KO unless you're not in grassy terrain, for example. So yeah, like these teammates are all used to support Xurkitree and like to help him get the KOs and outspeed to get these KOs first before he gets KO'd, because Xurkitree's defenses aren't the best really. So you look into Xurkitree to be more offensive than defensive. That's really how Xurkitree is used. So I hope you've learned a lot from this guide, and I hope that Xurkitree does get more seen more on VGC18 because it's a really fun Pokemon, a really fun, cool Ultra Beast. And yeah, I hope you've had fun watching. Thanks.